we can wave in emojis and say hello to people.
You know what I gotta do.
You're gonna do. Oh my goodness! Yes, the emojis come out. So yeah, this is the Bridgemakers Friday night weekly community builder check-in, and we have an overall sequence of part 1 and part 2. And so part 1, after we set our container, which we'll be talking about how to be a good community together and weaving that consciously. We'll talk about pain points. What is difficult about growing community in our lives? And everybody will get a chance to share and reflect something back to each other about that. And then the second part is where we'll go on a world hop and ask ourselves the questions: how do the spaces around us build or break community? Recognizing that they do both, but looking at it through the lens of understanding how much our worlds actually influence how we connect together, and that's just rarely talked about because we don't want to be mean, or we don't want people to be mean to us, and many world builders don't even have the traffic or flow to really start to track those patterns in their spaces and recognize that they are imprinting on community systems, whether they intend to or not.
Someone read my last essay.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. No, your last essay was like, it was like some deep part of me sighed and was like, that's in the world now by a world creator who has high traffic to their worlds. Yay.
I mean, high traffic is I don't know, that's a bit high
you have
praise
enough traffic to be able to attract those patterns, and that's just a very rare thing
that is fair.
for world builders to be open enough in their hearts by the time that happens, that it's not just feeding ego, it's feeding a curious place of recognizing like the non-duality of harm and healing that can exist. You know, if it's like a good world because it has high traffic, then anything to challenge that will make it a
high traffic doesn't
disappointment.
make a good world.
It makes an attractive world, but it doesn't mean that it's good for the people in it. So the second part is playful, but it's also, we use our bodies and our hearts that we've learned to connect together to recognize the world builder may watch this someday. They may be with us next time. We want to add value to their process also, but also learn from our own group creatureness that we grow in part 1 of this. So, and then we'll do a checkout at the end, which is just basically about recognizing how we grow each other, and we close out that way. That's our tradition. Sometimes
I did finally remember to show Dangleberry when we went to the Ancients cave world, which has been all updated and stuff since then. So.
Really? Oh my goodness, maybe we'll go back. So Dangleberry was the creator who did the Ancients world. I'm not sure if you were there for that tour, but even though Ancients has been around forever, they were
was it maybe
there's an underground cave, kind of similar vibe of redness and dark kind of clay, but we talked about just the journey into the space and what was the next level of inviting people into a culture they could say yes to, instead of what most worlds do is they tell you all the things you can't do. How do we teach people what we hope they'll do in this space in a way that doesn't feel condescending, but just really feels like incentivizing and embodying of the culture we want. So we'll see if any of that landed for Dingleberry. And
that just made me think. I've done that to my spaces ever since I've had spaces. There's never been a rule board. There's been a things I want instead of things I don't want.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
That's been That's been, I've had my Discord server for many years and it's always had that.
Yeah. And many times it does need both to some degree, especially as communities expand and scale. But it's that automatic sense of, were these text-based things many times added up from scar tissue and things going wrong? Or were they added from a sense of, I prepared for you and I thought of you and I wanted you to read this thing. Hey, Silence here. I wanted you to read this thing in particular because I knew you would feel even more like you belonged here. And when we think of it from that perspective, it changes how we interact with our spaces and with each other. So that's a long precursor. We can dive in here. So we're setting norms. And for those of you who haven't heard that word before, norms are the normals. They're the things that we do whether we say it out loud or not, but they either repel us, welcome. They repel us from each other because we feel like, oh, I'm outside of the norms here and I don't even know what they are. Or they warm us, they invite us in, they say, you belong here too, and you co-create this with us. So we unpack those every time to make sure we're all on the same page before we try to talk about the ouches and the ick and the places that aren't working. And then we teach each other. I know sometimes people reflect that this feels a little bit boring to them, but my invitation is to take the nutrients and recognize how few circles you ever get to sit in where you can actually influence how we all behave tonight. You can add something to this that we're going to try on potentially, and maybe we'll be uncomfortable doing it, but we want to show each other that we change each other every time. So this is a way to kind of get the pot stirring and say, what are your best community ideas on how to make a healthy conversation and a healthy moment? So that all to preface, who would like to start with a norm? What's a community norm that we can use tonight to make a vibrant journey?
Oh gosh. What? Jump height is
huge.
Yeah,
this when you jump in this world, you regret it often immediately. So I hope you're okay.
That will probably happen multiple times to me.
It does.
I'm
it
prone
does.
To jump.
Same here. Same here. Your Zen facilitator is going to hit the roof at times. You're going to be like, "Was it something I said?" And I'm like, "No, I clicked."
Okay. So. Well, in any case, I do actually have a norm. It's something that's on my mind actually. Just now,
jump in.
Which was,
but don't jump.
And I guess this is part norm and like part appreciation. I really appreciate and like I really enjoy kind of like spaces where like you are greeted and like welcomed into the space. I actually, funny story. I joined this, I attempted to join this world like basically immediately when the ping went out. And VRChat actually threw me into a different instance.
What?
And where I was there alone, but I didn't realize I was there alone.
Oh my gosh.
And it took me like a couple of minutes of searching around like this world to realize that there was nobody else in the instance. And then I came here and I was immediately greeted. I was like, oh, you know, that's
how
like,
to recognize.
That's like real good, you know?
Yeah.
I need to like adjust my own mindset to like, you know.
Oh. That's so true though, right? Like how many spaces we join in here, we would never expect somebody to come and say, "You're here, come be with us," whoever you are, right? But now you get to realize, no, that is something we try to practice here.
It is something that I appreciate. It's something that like I try to do in like the spaces that I run. But I guess, you know, now I need to adjust my own mindset because like the spaces that I'm in, clearly, like it's not a norm usually.
Exactly.
Even like
and
even though like I try to do it.
How do we teach each other? How do we build enough social capital together that, and maybe I'm in a massive deficit and Carl is going to tell me tomorrow, so I welcome that conversation, Carl, but how do we build enough social capital with each other that like I can say that to Carl and I can technically probably say that to all of you and you'd be like, yeah, totally. I will interrupt myself multiple times tonight when I'm here for me to go and make sure somebody else doesn't get lost looking. And that is it's a ongoing practice. How do we build that enough of a relationship to make the culture do that when I don't ask, which a lot of times I don't, and people still jump up and do that. So thank you for honoring that.
It's funny to me as well because I kind of took that as, if somebody new comes in, and I know Silent had been here before, so I had a moment of hesitation where I was like, do I need to?
Yeah.
And then I was like, it can't hurt, like,
exactly.
And,
well,
and I had that thought as well that, you like to kind of, I even just like briefly remembered, like, when I spawned here, I didn't see y'all right away. I had to move a little from spawn to see the nameplate. So we can make sure.
It's also, if you think about it, me choosing this farther away spot that isn't as visible is me also spending my capital as a leader. Because everybody who's doing that errand is going to also have to sit there and be like, why did he choose such a far away spot? So if we have any like dirt between us, that's where that can actually start to rub a bit raw. And I don't choose spots to make people suffer, but I do try to choose them differently each time if we're in the world on a repeat, and I do try to choose them off the beaten path because I want us to tend to each other and I want us to look for each other and not assume anything about each other.
You say that, but you also pick worlds that are like they, have a kind of like you're drawn to the place where you probably are.
I do. I don't want to be cruel.
Whenever I'm trying to pick a world, like before you've got online or something, like just before this one, I was world hopping, and it's always like,
nice. Yeah.
It's too much of a fishbowl, or it's too wide open, and there's, people are going to not find us if we're not visiting spawn.
Nice. Says the person with the fishbowl. Yeah. Well,
if the fishbowl's big enough, it's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's fair. Most of my aquatic worlds are huge.
Yeah, what Carl's remarking on is I have a real phobia on putting people in any kind of a box that they cannot get away from each other in, no matter how big or small the group is. I feel like that is a violation to people's consciousness.
That's half of what my essay was about, because Under the Lily Pads, while it was a good world, failed at that.
Yeah. Which
it failed specifically at that.
Thank you for your heart in that, and thank you for there's something so transcendent to just start to look at our spaces and go, that's a problem, and how big and how much do I want to fix it and whatever else, but the honesty and the humbleness just say, that's an issue there. That is so refreshing to me. You have no idea. So thank you for naming the norm, Silent. And we want to be a culture that greets each other because we don't get to look up and wink at each other when that person comes in the space and you know that you belong. And Carl is naming another norm here repeatedly. So Carl, your turn.
Well, I've been doing it a little bit here with the emojis. I just think of it as the reactive listening.
Yeah, reflective, but reactive too. Yeah.
Yeah. And in VR you can oh wow, you're gonna hit me with the Z's.
Sorry. I was clicking something else.
When you give the sometimes the verbal people tend to think maybe you're trying to speak, so that'll cut them off. But the emojis can just let people know you're following along.
Yeah.
They're not used to you kind of muttering things while they talk.
That's really true. Actually, the way you're naming that, the noises that we might make in physical reality to let somebody know we hear them could shut them down accidentally. But emojis are a way to stay active and just, I think I've seen people use emojis sometimes where I'm like, by the end, I'm like, I really want to know about your personality, because they're just so unexpected and don't necessarily always make sense about what we're doing, but it's still, I can tell you're listening. I can tell when you're putting them out there. So yeah, that's another norm. Who else? You can also read Bridgemaker's norms in the Bridgemakers group if you want to just pick one of those. If you don't have one you want to share.
I have one.
Okay.
I guess we should avoid trying to use inside jokes or things that might exclude new people.
That's lovely.
References to things that might seem obvious to all of us, but we want to be inclusive and allow people to come in and not feel like they are completely outside of some clique or some form of existence that they have to spend all this time figuring out how to get used to before they feel like they can be comfortable.
Providor, look at that. That's reflective listening 1 week later. And thank you, Silent. Shout out for naming that so explicitly last week. That's exactly it. This is how we grow norms in this group. Yeah, is we try things on, and when it really resonates, we keep repeating them. Yeah, well done. Who else? What's another norm? Getting all hyped up about norms. We've got 2 hours here.
I have a concept. I'm just not sure how to explain it properly yet.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Like I'm curious too. It's just not forming properly.
Well, I'll throw out real quick the kind of, we touched on it with the greeting stuff, but the say hellos and goodbyes, and just to point out the fact that I will only be here for the first hour. So have some 30 minutes for me. So
thank you, Carl. That's a good reminder.
Just to be,
yeah.
Figured it out.
Got it?
You got it?
I'm not sure if it's... No, this is a norm. At least for me, it's a norm. Letting people be human and screw up. And, people misspeak a lot. People might act in ways that are intended to be bad. Where the intent comes off as something negative. Asking about and just understanding human intent versus action and taking the intent as the important part in how people behave. I feel like that's something I try and do a lot, and I notice that other people don't sometimes. I feel like it's good to do that here.
I've never heard
remembering that people can screw up.
Yeah, I like the idea of letting us all make those mistakes and learning how to build relationships through talking about that. Let people make mistakes, but also don't erase that what I saw you do, I think, was a mistake, and having that conversation about it, because I think that
hold people accountable.
Yeah, and be curious about where it came from. I hear in the intentionality, but also have the courage, practice reflecting back the impact. Right, that's the thing. It's harder to say, because it's so subjective sometimes, the impact on me or the impact I think it'll have on the group, or sometimes it can be my own anxieties and fears. And so staying flexible about that can be good. Yeah. Fleg, is that how you say your name?
The name is Phlegathon. Hello.
Phlegathon. Do people say it as Fleg in short, or do you have
Yes.
Okay.
Consistently.
Yes.
I just call him Bones. Or Bones McGee.
Cool. Yeah.
I
or
will
just
answer
any
to
joke.
many names.
Okay.
In relation to the skeletal system. So
nice. All right, Femur. Your turn.
Femur.
I'm gonna test you on this.
You were surprisingly not the first to call me this.
I believe that. Okay. Okay, Pinky Bone.
This guy, he's so humorous.
Yeah, keep going with it. Keep going. What's your norm?
Okay. This, as you put it, these norms are a all of you, bringing them up is a first for me to actually realize they even exist.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Nobody talks about this.
Just hearing all of this is just a new thing, a new concept to just rattle around in my brain.
That's it. You get
fair.
Yeah. Once you
Pun
hear,
fully intended.
once you hear people start to acknowledge this, you're going to start to see them everywhere. And then welcome to becoming a social scientist. Now you're actually starting to watch the ingredients and how they cook a group.
Going off the norm Sill set in the spaces where I exist as a baseline.
A community member.
It was not until they brought it up that I recognized that I had people just on the regular just come up to me and just go, "Hi, yo, what's up, what's good?" And new concepts in all those sort of fashions that is like, oh,
yeah,
that's almost eye-opening if you put it that way.
Yeah.
To, I guess, almost how that I mean something to them to a degree.
Now you can download that, right? And recognize I mattered there, and I wasn't registering that I mattered to those people. And now you know more of the bridges that we're building that you never realized were extending to you, because in physical reality, somebody saying hello is kind of rude if they don't. But in here, somebody saying hello is a choice to not exclude you. And that is a different level of action to take. And it feels very clear all of a sudden when people don't make that choice, even if it's just, well, that's their life and that's normal for them, it still tells you about the core ingredients of the culture that exists in these spaces. Which is, I'm here for me. I'm not here to be a better part for you. You have to earn your way into my realm. And and I just feel very sad and vacuous about that. So we're building a world with a black hole because we're like, no, let's not. Let's acknowledge it, but not become that. Yeah, so thank you for acknowledging that. And so what is a norm that you would like to contribute to our Carl fire that will disappear in 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah. Take it with me.
I've got one.
Oh, good.
Thank
you. That's the troubling bit where, as you're going around, as everyone was going around listing these norms, as you put it, I struggled to find something that was
appropriate or feels like it would contribute.
Yeah, appropriate, made sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Social interaction is so conceptual in some ways.
Yeah, silent.
One can always pass as well.
I guess a rewording of the question that I've been having, I guess, success with, and is like, it's just like, what's anything that we're like, I don't know, like you if you enter a space, you just like enjoy if other people do, like just like a thing. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. There you go.
That's nice. Positive.
It brings it down to just a human level. Or another way that I put it is, what makes you feel safer when you're in a community space? What makes you feel like you can be more you?
For what I am, I enjoy the concept of just listening.
Hmm.
I like the stories people tell. I enjoy just hearing everything that everyone else is doing or experienced and listening to that
Hmm. Okay.
and almost absorbing that sort of almost joy, the secondhand experience of storytelling.
Hmm. Okay. So it's
So
you enjoy people.
Yes.
The norm would be you enjoy other people talking and you can learn from them.
it's comforting to me
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Mm.
hearing
I
another
can sort of
person's
like,
voice.
Hmm.
I feel like in the way that would be phrased, if you were to turn it into just, I feel like there's another way that could also be put to add to it of just like giving yourself and giving something for people to latch onto and enjoy in that way as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Goes both ways.
That's
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah. I enjoy hearing and
Well,
being heard.
I could even
Yeah.
put that as, you can, we want you to appreciate or not appreciate, participate, to the extent of, being a part of the circle here, but that can come in as sort of a minimal form as you want, whether that be text boxes or very minimal actual verbal contribution.
Yeah.
Not like anybody's required to give a whole deal here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
And the default of me as a facilitator is I usually tug on people a little bit further than they're always gonna want to put their feet in or put their contribution in. Partly because a lot of what we accept as comfortable in these spaces is not necessarily who we want to be, it's who we've learned to be.
True.
And so I've learned from really skilled facilitators that will be the irritant a little bit, but will mention everybody's name in the room. We'll keep inviting and totally celebrate and hands off and welcome if somebody says no. But giving that repeated invitation is a way to go. You might say yes one of these times, and who am I to think that your yes is more valuable than your no's? But when you're here, you're not a ghost. You are invited to take up space with us and labor together to cook this group. This is a vulnerable thing we're doing. Well, we're live streaming. Well, we're sacrificing some of our sense of self to this idea of transparency and recognizing that some people can't be here, but they still need this. And we like showing how we grow together. That feels important for this bridge. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your censorship that you need to do to feel safe with that. And also thank you for your willingness to say, no, I do have something I can say, and I'm going to add it to the fire, even if it feels a bit like a stretch.
Okay.
So, yeah, all the
It's
above.
going to take a bit of adjusting.
That's okay. And you can
That's really
practice.
interesting.
You be you. So, yeah. So the other norms that haven't been mentioned but feel important, one of them is on substance use. We ask you to come as sober and oriented as possible. This is a way to practice being in presence with each other and on purpose as human beings. If possible, please stay to the end of the event. That is a way to respect the container that's set up. And let us know if you can't, as humanly as possible, what's pulling you away. Even if it feels like guilty or whatever else to say that, it still acknowledges you hold space with us. And when you leave, we will grieve it. We feel that loss. And so knowing you, I want you always take care of your bodies and yourselves. If somebody's going to leave to do something in physical reality, I celebrate that even more than anything else because it's like rebirth. I'm like, oh, I hope your family greets you well, but I also think it's okay to recognize there's still a loss that we create when we leave when the container hasn't closed yet. So that's a norm. I think we have one on kindness and generosity. Oh, and please put yourself on orange if you haven't. Thank you. Looks like everyone's on it. Are there any others that I'm forgetting? I don't think so.
RSVP?
RSVP. Thank you. Yeah, RSVPing is a way to, feed the bridge. Let us know something matters to you. And sometimes we have notes. So if you're not RSVP'd, you might not know that something changed. And so it's a way to communicate and stay connected. Yeah. Okay.
And the event only goes ahead with 3 RSVPs.
That's true. It will get canceled if there's less than 3. So I'm glad we're here every time we are. It's another miracle. It's lovely. We're going to move into pain points. The way that this is usually framed is naming one thing that's breaking your ability to feel connected to community, whatever scale that is. If you're a leader, it's welcome to name that. Bridgemakers is here for helping people at the most painful levels of community building, which sometimes can be the ones who are leading all kinds of groups. But every level we feel pain. So all builders are welcome here, even if the building is between you and you, which we do have people share on that sometimes. I'm having an argument with me. But just naming that as honestly and vulnerably as possible without necessarily identifying who that break is happening with as a way to be respectful. We're here to grow ourselves, not judge anybody else. And then we're going to practice reflective listening with each other, which means naming the data of what we heard instead of naming our reaction to it, which is hard to do sometimes. It's a very simple thing, but it is one of the hardest things to do and not fix it and not advise on it. So, yeah. So who would like to start and try to share within about 1 minute, so that we can have enough time to go all the way around. And actually, maybe Carl, would you like to start since you have to leave? And you're usually
sure. I'm kind of struggling with how to not make it pretty obvious to anyone who knows what I'm talking about. But last week I talked about the whole dissolving the sister server relationship that our community had from the beginning, the European server, and kind of a few days after that, well, there was one announcement where they kind of said, hey, we're going to try and do better and all this stuff. And then a couple days after that, they announced that, I think as of this Sunday, so 2 days from now, they're fully shutting it down. So kind of, sucks to see community choose to close down. But I mean, we've talked about in the past a little bit how, it's better to kind of decide to end things rather than let it kind of peter out and just become a dead graveyard of a communities.
Yeah.
It's not the worst choice, but also in a way, feels like I said last week about like if potentially we had some insight into their server in a similar way to, in the past, their mods could see our mod chat. We eventually changed that, but for like years there, they were just kind of silently in our mod chat unless we directly pinged them about something.
Oh, wow.
Would never say anything. So like if the reverse were true, I could see a situation where maybe we kind of step forward and be like, hey, I'll need to look at it this way, or, just offer some sort of advice that maybe would have came to a different outcome.
So wait, the community that the sister community to Ancients is closing down?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is news. Wow. Jeez, that's huge.
Well, they as of last week, they weren't our sister community anymore.
Right,
but-
right. Well, you broke up, or they broke up, or yeah. Oh, that's huge. Now I'm remembering your question last week, and I'm like, I feel a little guilty. I'm like, maybe that was. What do we? Ugh, that's hard. That's a really big community.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I know we really, it wasn't our storm to weather really at all. It was something outside of us, but even then, like, sometimes I just feel like that guilt of, like, if I could have, given the perfect words at the right time, things could have not turned out the way they did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just in some shock. And you must be feeling all kinds of things. And I guess I did the reflective listening there just out of shock. Wow. There's something about communities that are really old and have lasted a long time that when they disappear like that, it just feels like.
Should I go and grab?
Yeah, if you'd
if
like.
you wouldn't mind,
Thank
since
you. Since you're
I
the
was,
one
like,
sharing.
kinda
Yeah,
on the
that's
edge,
a tough
yeah.
time. Yeah. I mean, I'm just, yeah. Is there more that you want to share about that? Tell the truth around what that's like for you.
I mean, again, it didn't really directly involve me at all. So it's more just like as a spectator, something that, family friend, but not like an actual family member, I occasionally popped over there to say hi, but beyond that, I didn't really interact with their community beyond going to a couple of our crossover events over the
Probably
years.
nothing like the pug,
Hello. Welcome.
What is this?
jag måste hålla mig.
Have a seat if you'd like. So
What is this?
We're having a circle talking about community building pain points, and we're live streaming.
Ja, men aldrig nej.
Hey, I think that sounds kind of cool.
Okay. Are
We
you?
came from Spawn.
Sick. Can we join or
Needs
not?
to be on orange in here. We'd prefer to not have people constantly joining on you. It goes few.
Well, we'll make our way out.
Okay. Thank you for being here.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Sorry.
That was interesting. You know who
That was
that
an event.
is?
Who did
That
they join
person joined our street epistemology a while ago, and they had a kind of trollish avatar on. And were you there for that? Ah, so
I
that's
don't remember them
twice.
specifically, but
They're part of a couple different meditation communities, and apparently have participated really deeply and well there, but not with us so much. So we might need to have a conversation soon. And I love disruptive energy because it gets our blood flowing, and we get to kind of learn how to adjust, learn how to recognize our expectations of each other. But yeah, I'm still sinking from that hearing, and thank you, Carl, for sharing.
I guess personally, it is making us kind of, like we're having a meeting tonight, and we're being a little more proactive and starting to kind of make sure we're dealing with the influx of people and kind of doing a little bit of self-evaluation.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad that I set those boundaries for y'all, because there's a part of me as almost like a social worker, community leader, where I want to go into problem solving mode with you and have my own reactions to it. And I hear that you're just recognizing there's a loss there, and your community is working to build better hygiene for yourselves, because it's weird to watch a family friend, so to speak, implode right nearby you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, who would else like to share their pain point, community building pain point? Maybe Carl can reflect that back to full circle up before he has to leave.
I have something that may come off a little ranty, but I definitely have something that's been... Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't bring this up in the previous week. I said I had nothing, but I think I was repressing this. I'm just tired of knowing too much. I'm involved in so many moderation teams, and like I'm not directly moderating, but I know all these important people who are involved left, right, and everywhere. And I hate just walking into a space that could be somewhere chill for me to be, and maybe has been, and I'm just like, oh, that person over there is a sex pest. That person over there has done this thing. That person's done that, and I don't want to interact with that. And that person's an ableist, and I'm just tired of like. I wish I was clueless sometimes. It gets to a point, you know. There's not many spaces left where I don't have these discomforts with many people in them, just from being told everything and knowing everything. Hate when they're on your friends list too. That makes it worse.
Oh no.
I want so badly to unfriend this person. They are a horrible person. If I do it, they're gonna know that I know. I'm in drama, and so I just sit here uncomfortable because it's the only thing I can do.
Wow.
Interesting.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, I hear a sort of like being helpless, kind of roped into other people's issues. And then I know I've been there as well. You kind of just do your best to sit back and you make the minimal interaction that you're required to give now that you're involved. Not make things worse.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you, Valka. I noticed the macro level heaviness and then the micro level heaviness, but just the like heaviness nonetheless. That sense of trappedness. Yeah.
I was going to say, kind of felt like a similar underlying uncomfortability.
Theme, right. It reminds me a bit of Silent sharing last week also. I keep seeing that mountain of bags of secrets. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of secrets to sit
I feel
on.
like it's a very uniquely VR chat thing of just how much of this there is. It's instead of smaller spaces, it's all this big web.
That's true.
And it's like, oh, there's this person who's hurt me personally over here, and like completely unrelated community, they're there as well, you know? It's a massive space with less people in it, so everyone's everywhere.
Yeah, that's very true.
I go into like I'll share slight specifics, but not with names or anything. I got added to the blacklist channel of a community of a larger rave community, and I go in there in the blacklist channel, and it's like, oh, I know that person from a completely separate community. Oh, they're a sex pest. Oh, they've been manipulating and harassing people. Oh no, their name's Yellow. And I'm just sort of sitting there, just looking at it, like, oh, okay. And now I know all of these things, and I can't go to that event anymore because they're like staff. They're at like the equivalent of the front desk there.
Wow.
I go in there, and I'm just like, yeah. I think I lasted like 5 minutes at the last event before I left. I would usually spend hours. Yeah.
I hear the silent sighs. Would you like to go next, Silent?
That's a big sigh. I
That
guess
is a big sigh. Thank you.
I'm really feeling that. But I guess unlike the previous weeks, today I am just tired. Like there's no I guess philosophical reason behind it. It's like I have just done a lot this week. A bunch of deadlines are all like converging on this specific weekend. But not only are all the deadlines converging, but also all of the other people who I would normally kind of lean on a little bit when I'm stressed are also going through things themselves, all at the same time. And so like I'm stressed, everyone's stressed, and like today I have gotten to a point where I'm just like, oh, And speaking of deadlines, like as I'm sitting here right now, I'm trying not to think about the thing that I really need to work on, because it's like there's a deadline for like tomorrow, literally. I'm currently trying to like
hold, yeah,
but
gotta keep breathing.
That's today I am just tired and exhausted.
Yeah.
Not philosophy behind it, just like
I hear. And who would like to reflect silent back?
I can a little bit.
Okay.
It's feels to me like a little more than just being overwhelmed, because you're trying to do so many things that you're not really managing to do any of them properly. Because you can't put your focus on one place, you can't put your focus on the other place, you're trying to multi-focus on all these different deadlines to the point where you can't focus properly on any of them. And so you're just ending up overwhelmed from that as well. And not really being, I don't know, you get less functional the more deadlines you have. Even if you could theoretically complete all of these things in time, you have too much to think about.
I can feel that too, though I have managed to claw things back. There's only one thing remaining, fortunately.
So
but I can
progress.
totally I can feel that, because I was certainly less productive than I had fewer things to worry about.
Yeah. I also heard a secondary layer that actually lends to the community building part at a different level, which is the people who hold with me through these moments are in their own fragility of sorts. They're in their own maxed outedness. And so this moment feels like a different kind of alone or stress or worry, to see my surrounding circle also shaking a bit as they hold through. That's its own kind of pain and anxiety and stress and fear that comes to a moment like this. Like, why is this different now? But oh my God, I don't have anyone to talk to that about, because we're all just trying to get through.
On that note, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Go take care of your community.
Really good seeing you this week.
Yeah. Let me know if you want.
Doing it in
support.
VR, so.
Yeah. I'm glad you're going to meet.
The farewell fish.
One of the...
Bye, Carl. Yeah. We'll give you emojis as your greeting goodbye.
Are there any default clown emojis?
I know, right? Oh. The clown has left.
There's a joke I could make here.
The fire is gone.
There's such a bad joke I could make here.
Keep it.
Actually, wait, is there?
Keep it PG. All right.
Not a joke like that. More of a pick VRChat staff member and call them a clown sort of joke. Like if they had like emojis of that, and I could be like, "Oh, management bad." I don't really hold opinions on them.
I can imagine it. So yeah, that's. Did I hear that, Silent, as kind of another layer there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is I guess a big reason I'm actually glad to be here. Because like today, this circle is maybe a bit more structural. It's a bit more structural in the sense of like supporting me than the previous weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it certainly was a bit lonely.
Yeah.
Over the past week.
And I
It's a
think
grounding point.
Yeah, I wanted to name it because I hear some subtext there that it feels important to honor without tugging on you about. You know, you are working to hold yourself here and keep it a valuable experience for you. And you're sacrificing some time tonight that is extra valuable for you. But you know you need to get inside of a bubble that isn't one you're holding and just be there and breathe and go on a journey that you're not carrying everything for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you for choosing that for you. And that adds value to showing up here every week and holding with all of you who come. This kind of fire moment is supposed to be that place where the bedraggled, exhausted community leaders that don't know if they can do it another day can kind of crawl in and say, I will find words. I will persist. I will fall apart here and then go back and try it again.
To greet people.
Yeah, please. Thank you. We're getting some strange and interesting visits from people here. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I think we had some moderators go through and accept a whole bunch of people into the group that I hadn't said yes to yet because I was like, I don't know who they are. So we get to have some surprises and see who wants to actually join our vibes. But that's okay.
Hoping for less of the last experience and more of the good things.
Maybe the conflict resiliency is never gonna be good time to it. You know, conflict resiliency is about testing the immune system of our circle and learning how to say yes, welcome, and okay, if it doesn't fit, thank you for visiting. So for me, my boundary for that last one will be if there's a third instance of that happening, then I'm going to actively seek them out and just say, tell me more about you and let's get to know each other a bit. And we might not have the events you're looking for yet. And so, yeah, welcome. Hello. Oh, you're back. I remember you. Little avatar. Nice to see you. I'm trying to remember, were you here for our whole event last time? Or did you disappear? I feel like you vanished.
No, I was cutting out like today.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Glad you're here. Is the audio getting a little glitchy or was it just a moment? Maybe.
Windows.
Okay.
No, audio APIs. Audio, and it's Windows. It's both. It's Windows and Linux. Yes, both.
I got forced onto Windows 11 recently.
Yeah.
Windows.
I did not update that because I read bad reviews.
Pipewire and Windows. Yep. How much I can do.
We are talking about, if you remember, this is the part where we check in about pain points. What is hurting about being in a community? So let's see. We've got Flag or Fro and Falloret. Yeah. Okay. Fro.
Pirate.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think I have anything really specific. I mean, I've just been noticing that I've been having a lot more anxiety lately due to just small issue, well, not even small, but just things that just, really get to me. Not even things about community, just like negative things that'll just happen that feel like they're entirely out of my control. And that feels like it spreads to my ability to function in life when I'm like running into like, if this thing really bothers me, am I just a really fragile person, or am I really just someone who like causes these kinds of issues, or do I really have any control over my life or something?
That is the wrong emoji.
Money with all.
Not
donations are always welcome.
Donations might lower the anxiety. Yeah.
Kind of like Yeah, it's just stuff that's like really frustrating. Like I found out that so I just moved out of an apartment, and my previous landlord is like saying, "Oh, we're going to take money out of your security deposit because we think your apartment smells bad."
Oh
It's like, what?
no.
Like
Oh.
that's not even property damage. That's just, and they're like, "Oh, we have to like clean it. We're gonna take money out." And so
Oh.
like they're trying to, I would imagine, just steal that money from me, and I'm really kicking myself because I also forgot to take pictures of the apartment when I left. I remember cleaning it really intensely, but like
Mm.
I don't know. They haven't even sent the bill yet. I haven't gotten it back yet. They were like, "Oh, we don't know how much it's going to cost," and it's like,
Wow.
it's just like I just it's like you make a really obvious mistake that's like it was so easy. I was right there. I could have taken some pictures. It's just like I don't know. Do I want to go to small claims court? Is this going to be like a huge portion of it? And it's like, I don't know. I question my sanity. Like maybe I'm, not a very cleanly person or something. I don't know. I had plenty of people come by and no one complained or anything. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's just that level of anxiety of like, something really bad is going to happen. You're going to have something taken away from you. The universe is kind of against. And I'm just like, having to put up with that and trying to deal with whatever negative emotions come through and realize like what do I need to heal this time. It's like I don't know. It just feels like there's so much like things that I'm kind of dealing with that I feel like are very far away from my control. So it makes everything else harder at the same time. And then I'm just, I don't know, cloistering up because it's like a defense mechanism. It's just like I need to get through the week, I can get through the next week, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what I'm going through.
Wow, thank you, Fro. Before somebody reflects Fro back, I just wanted to. I realized with sorry, I get forgetting Fallered. So Fallered. If you don't
Actually,
mind. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's VR chat. It's not even Windows or Linux. Both are actually true in other cases.
Okay. So
It
many
reset my
glitches.
config.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Do you mind
I love
changing
VR chat.
changing your status to orange in here? That would be helpful just so we can make sure
Okay.
people are aware of how they're joining. So but yeah, thank you, Fro. Who would like to reflect
always forget.
Fro? That's okay. No worries. Who would like to reflect Fro back? Who hasn't already tried to reflect tonight?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it, Silent.
And maybe not actually a stab. That sounds violent, but
Take a stab.
A gentle stab that is warm and kind.
gentle stab. Okay.
No more injuries.
You have my stuff.
So what I heard. So what I heard from you was that you've been feeling anxious lately, and it's not coming from like anywhere in particular. It's like, a bunch of little things that have been kind of building up over time. And I also heard that like you've been questioning, because you've been thinking about those little things, and you've been questioning that, well, maybe it's just you, and you're too sensitive about those little things. But then you're also thinking about how like how there have been lots of little things, and they have been like piling up, and kind of like weighing those two perspectives against each other. That's I think what I heard from you.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Yeah.
I also heard something that impressed me because the avatar you wear of like a pretzel kind of visual that it's curling you up into yourself. It's making you scrunch and kind of defend. Is that something you feel like you named there? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of weird mental reactions to things. I try to analyze it mentally. It's sort of, it's like one way I might look at it. But it's hard to like nail it down.
Yeah. Every week I get a different story off of your avatar. And this time I get this sense
means
of
a million
I
things.
know, it really does. It's like it's like a roar you're a metallic Rorschach, walking Rorschach, where I'm like I see muscles that are feeling like they can't hold right now. And so they feel droopy and swoopy and not the linear self that would feel calming maybe, but just like trying to hold a shape. So yeah. And I know it might be a bit over the reach of what I've actually set as a boundary. It just feels really important to point out that even if you've taken a picture, you can't take a picture of smell. So you were kind of screwed there a little bit, no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah. And now I'm having these paranoid thoughts about like when I leave my apartments, how does one take a picture of smell? And like that's a thing anybody could say about anybody. And like
exactly.
So that's
I've been to small clean courts for missing security deposits before, but it was one of the most stressful things ever.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to do it.
Yeah, no, not at all. I feel you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Fledge or Follow-Red, would you like to go next?
I'll take a shot for what I believe is accurate. For, maintaining a community and having it, stay sound, a moderation team, has to do a lot to, I believe it is accurate to say, maintain order almost, and having my foot in a numerous amount of those doors and having to maintain balance in all of those places is taxing, especially when it all happens very, very quickly. And with very different weights of severity almost. And to say it hasn't taken a massive toll on my own what it would be a good word for it, my own psyche almost would be the bravest lie I have ever told.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real. Way to not just listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then kind of to go off that, to then have to turn right back around and pull 180 and wear the smile as if nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I don't know who's gonna try to reflect that one back, but good luck. And
forgive,
I am not
did
entertaining
not
that idea.
I
I have reflections on it, but I am
I
not.
mean,
I can reflect on it because I live in a country that applies that to the fullest, and that is not healthy to anyone. But I will not entertain your idea because
yeah,
that's your journey, not mine.
it's too close to your journey. Yeah.
It's too close to home, but it's your journey is yours.
Yeah.
If I had to suffer because of your decision, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I feel okay. I had no pieces on
Yeah.
it.
So, Fledge, thank you for the boundary. I think there's some literal piece there that you're reflecting. Maybe there's an overlap in your physical reality to what you just heard, where you're like, I can't give that back right now. So, thank you for the honesty there. I'm
It relates to the entire country.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and
a big one.
Sledgehammer.
I think what I can do there, I said that somewhat jokingly to release the energy, because the way that you brought that here was very archetypal. And I say that with just like a lot of honoring of that. To me was the voice of that I stayed in VR chat to hold space for. And as I heard you speak it from that avatar, I just kept thinking in almost a cartoonish way, that avatar maybe had a human face on it at some point, but this is what it looks like when you are so drained and so dried up and so used up and so expected. Yeah. Is the human face there somewhere? Yeah, look at that. Wow. That's cool. It. Wow. There you go. And so I didn't know that, but I just kept feeling that. I kept feeling this sense of you are called bones because the flesh has already been dissolved. And there is a reason for that, and a very painful, continual story around that. That you've let go of, but it doesn't let go of you. And
you said the human face, and I just immediately went,
oh my God, right? You knew that,
like, oh my God,
he
has it though.
Yeah.
He's got the thing.
Turn it on.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that could have been a little skit,
Rehydration.
Right? That's true, technically, but no, beyond the way we allow ourselves to laugh, to try to breathe that out, because sometimes laughter is because we feel humor, and sometimes laughter is because we're trying to breathe again, and we can push it through that way. And so and so
that was my motivation for making it a bit silly.
And I want to.
There's something somewhere that stems from what you said. Actually, the notion of community has left the same country that suffered from ministers and judges that felt that that they have to use the power, and that's not how power should actually works. There's things in the piece in the me saying stuff that I said to myself to not encourage people to say, because it's your journey. I'm sorry, but
I'm glad you're naming here, and I want to give you some space to name your truth. And so I'm going to ask you to hold there for a moment, and so we can finish here with our friend. And I want to hear this. I think there's some really important overlap. I just want to finish this part with you in really just honoring that you brought multi-layered truth here. And this is what this circle is for, to name that and be seen and heard and not fixed and not changed and not seen as broken for saying something that is so impossibly painful. It kind of feels a little crazy making to know that inside and not know where it can be said without having people hide from it. It is a a frame that makes this look a little less like an escape and a little bit more like hell. And we don't want to acknowledge that because we know there's a lot of privilege in being here. But the cost is very hard to add up, especially for people holding power and holding the space for other people. And so that is what the circle is for. And I want to honor that you named it. And I also love that you are going to speak next because there are incredibly hard overlaps between the virtual realm and the physical imploding of societies in many different countries right now. And so, yeah, thank you for holding
society tumbles. It's a society crashes and grows.
Exactly. But what I hear is that you're experiencing something, maybe a further advancement of what many of us might be in other countries, but there is a lot of chaos in your space. And
yes.
And a
classic
lot of
case.
disorder. Yeah.
A classic case of Elon Musk versus Alexander de Moraes, the bald one, the one from that judge that he was actually joking about. No, thank you, Musk. We did that. We need to remove. We need to dissolve that power because it's not the ones that want that. They should not get it. Maybe they may. Actually, I was actually trying to imagine like how would all that relate to this space, this group.
Yeah.
I don't have much experience with this group, but have you heard of The Art of Community by Charles Vogel?
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually. Yeah, if I would get the full spectrum of this that we were able to was able to hear until this right now would be the Art of Community and the Art of Community and Second Realm, but that's on Monarplex, and it allows people to escape that the first realm that would be state owned, and it would be, I don't know, like the classes that Marx was trying to relate, but he failed so badly that people just keeps moving the target. Like that's like a failed ideology in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe. But relating to the first one, outer circles, seeing it as maybe because we don't want to. I see a lot of places in VR chat, in a lot of places IRL, in a lot of places even starting to form in Resonate. It's a place that's known for creative resonance because we have the concept of I don't know. Sorry, do you want to bring something? I forgot. I cut you. Sorry.
No, thank you. I think you're on the point of, and you're sharing your truth. The invitation here is to lean into what is aching most in your heart and try to share a 1 minute story of what is hurting for you. Yeah.
What hurts for me is fucking moderation. It's fucking so many people without warning. Like, no, you need warnings. Because I felt that those people needed a warning before they were kicked out. Because of context. Let me just give like 30 seconds of context then. It's a place now for creative resonance and remixable items. Creative resonance because it allows people to collaborate with those items, with said items, to overcome what they'd like to say all over the place over there and say over here, digital misery, because this is a cosmetic, and that on the map is a cosmetic unless it's allowed to not be a cosmetic anymore. But it is not transferable, and it cannot be transformed. People use that to create creative resonance and collaborate with tools that can be created anew. like the Genesis, again and again, and that creates a new plethora of society, I believe, because that's how we did. By creating tools to overcome our environment and to not be subject to it. And then just comes the fucking moderation to fuck my friends over and maybe fuck me one day. Creating creative dissonance and cliques.
That's interesting and painful as heck, but thank you for the metaphor of it. Resonance and dissonance.
It's the beginning of it, and it's already having clicks. Like, why? Stop! But relax. Make jokes from small claims court would be the highest bar you would have to cross. Okay, that's the maximum. How do I fuck that over? Like, how do I make jokes of fun of that? That's laugh. Like, how they laugh on everything. Like,
yeah. Sometimes when we talk about clicks, I imagine coagulation. That coagulation is a response to a threat to the larger container. And cliques will form to create internal resonance when the bigger resonance doesn't feel alive anymore. And so what you're describing here is a natural reaction to too much dissonance and too much lack of warning when boundaries are being set. So thank you.
I hope my terms inspire you. I feel that those stars are unique, but what I try to bring to the table today is maybe something that transcends it. It's not like established terms like small claims court that we know what that means, but that's a new. I never had those before, really.
Yeah.
Of course, it's. I'm not trying to devalue your cases are
matter.
good ones. I'm just trying to transcend it and we have this and this is transcends our reality. We still don't have that yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking what I'm saying lightly because that is involving too many people. Too many souls are involved in my speaking right now.
Yeah. Thank you for adding that to the fire, though, because what you're adding is the patterns in these spaces of retreat that now the community itself starts to prey on and split and divide to feel safe again, and how it cuts through human beings. Yeah. Oof, so many heavy, important stories here. Thank you. Thank you for telling the truth.
It's a heavy week.
It is a heavy week. And I want to check in. It looks like we only have time for a couple worlds. And I want to give us a chance to release this energy and find some flow together. I also want to honor, because I know I'm more and more held accountable by this group if I don't say my human thing. So I'm going to keep it down to like 30 seconds and you can all just give me a keyword you heard if you want to reflect me back, and then we'll keep going. So what is my pain point? My pain point is I wish I did a circle like this every day of the week. I'm irritated with my own burnout and lack of capacity to have this hub of a space that I want that for bridge makers, and I want help with bridge makers so that we can have these circles every day of the week. And I'm hurting from the impossibility right now of being a burned out community leader, trying to hold a bubble for a lot of other burned out community leaders that don't even want to own that they're leaders because that feels too heavy most of the time. So
maybe a meditation exercise. That's not properly an exercise. It's like a state of being that we come back to. Maybe that allow you to leave that burnout and that's so cool. That's great. Well, I'm here. Really, I feel great being here. That's like I can hold. I will be in meditation in like half an hour because I hold a group there. I mean, I host one of the sessions because I'm physically incapable of hosting both because I have to sleep. So,
Well, thank you.
I,
So that
I
is
can,
an
if you need,
interesting way to reflect. But yeah,
that's my offer. If you
thank
need
you.
that before, I will
That's
not be able
lovely.
to host it every day, but I may give you that offer.
Oh, well, I appreciate the offering a bubble for the one holding the bubble. And also this place is about reflecting. So was there a key word that anybody else heard in what I said that kind of landed for you? Just one
just
word.
had
If I can offer a meditation exercise for you to relax, like relax.
Thank you.
You relax by being in the moment. Like no,
Oh,
it's fine.
thank
We
you.
can leave that behind. We can leave the burnout behind, and there's a way. The Buddha had figured out that like for millennia ago.
Thank you, Colorado. And
I
just
can
a
offer a taste.
reminder, this is less about fixing and it's more about hearing each other. So thank you. And which one did you hear, Avalka?
I just had, among all of them, I just heard lack
Lack.
of
Thank you. That's
of a
helpful.
lot of things.
Burnout.
I would not
Burnout?
elaborate. I think it is better
Yeah.
not to.
Just one word is welcome. Any for you, Silent or Fledge? No. Okay. Fleg.
It's okay.
Guess it was a swarm.
Which one was it?
Which one?
Oh, a word.
I guess a word. I heard like basically what you said was like phrased as like a wish, something
Wish.
that
Oh, thank you.
feels a bit distant.
Helpful. Yeah.
That's kind of
It was there. Yeah. Thank you. It was a pain and a hope and a new vision kind of thing and grieving at the same time. And thank you for your silence, Fledge. That's also a way to honor it. There's all the ways we honor today.
I'm gonna start calling him Fledgehammer.
I know. Well, you know what I like about my
It's just like-
misnaming of you, Fledge, is it also could imply rebirth, the fledgling. The
Oh
one.
my god! It all comes full circle. It comes full circle.
Uh-oh.
no.
Boy.
Yeah, go ahead, Silent.
Can I ask where the name Fledgington or Fledgathon came from?
Phlegathon.
It's Greek.
Phlegathon. Greek.
Greek.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know
It
that.
is the romanization of one of the great rivers in the underworld, Phlegathon.
Ah,
Ooh,
I
okay.
see.
It's like River Styx, but like.
I
It
thought it was
is
from
the
something
river
cool.
of fire.
Oh, wow. Well, no wonder you're
Ah.
here and I recognize you so well.
Multiple underworld.
I live on that river.
Okay.
All right. So, it's not a houseboat, let's just say. Okay. We're going to move to the second part, which is finding some spaces to ask ourselves, how does the art of this space actually impact how we connect and how we lose each other in those spaces? And so for the releasing of the energy of what we've been through, you probably have all been to this place. I would invite you to turn your world volume down. But I found this week and I
What
thought,
of this world?
I bet this world is pretty popular for, wait, what? Did you already play a portal? You're like, quickest
Oh no! What
draw.
of this world? What of this
Oh,
one?
I
yeah.
interpreted as you might have already. When
I
you said
know,
it was
I
this
know,
one, I was like
exactly,
looking
yeah.
for a portal. I
You're
was
right.
like, oh, is there any
Normally
portals?
we ask it also for this one, and we've been here before, but it's worth with this group to ground ourselves. So again,
Yeah.
the question
I
is,
have a lot to say on that.
yeah, how does this world make community or break community?
I feel like it does the opposite of what Under Lily Pads does in the essay I wrote. Basically, Under Lily Pads creates a ton of spaces that are very connected, and because of that, they become one big interconnected space that kind of overwhelms and doesn't allow community to section off. This does the opposite. It creates those section spaces, but maybe they're a little too far apart that it feels a bit alien.
It does. It does.
It succeeds at some things, but it is very much too big. I feel like this space would function a lot better if it was maybe half the scale, with all the little props scaled up a little.
Oh,
it still works.
Specific
But
space? Oh yeah, no, I have thoughts.
No, like
I have thoughts in
this whole
space.
world. The whole world.
So much.
Yeah, there's plenty of space.
There's
Plenty of mini groups. Plenty of mini group spaces. All over the place.
I've been to this world before,
But we're striving for
and-
something greater.
Yeah.
And it feels really confusing because it feels like it felt really confusing to me to be in this one because it feels like probably the designer, like, you know, imagine this, you know, this beautiful, like, this is a set piece, right? Like, this is a set piece. You have like the arms reaching out towards the black hole, right? And they're like, let's make a world. And then we kind of just like plop down a bunch of stuff all over the place, right? We made the set piece, then we're like, okay, let's just plop down a bunch of stuff all over the place with just, you know, a bunch of assets. It feels kind of scattered. The confusing part to me is from right there, from the place where you could see the set piece like the best, they then placed the video player to cover it right up. And that's the eternally confusing part to me. Of like, why is that there?
Yeah. This world frustrates me in many ways.
It
is such a good world, but it fails in a few ways that just like what you mentioned there, and just it really frustrates me that the world is this scale. I think if this world were like, take the scale of all the props and keep them, but then just make the whole world about half the scale. All of these spaces become more homely. There's enough space between to still section people off quite well. This world would work so much better if it were smaller.
That's why the video player.
You
Too
can
much
turn it
space,
up.
so we strive it together, but alone.
Could be.
Yeah. It's also on by default.
I felt that when I was sharing the idea, I felt the same that I felt in the Shoshin Temple when I was discussing, when I was asking Salad Cup, how do you ask for ideas to others? And she had no response. I felt that way. I like in an island.
Yeah, I never.
But we can reach each other still, even if we are
there we go. So that's all really valuable feedback. I feel like Fedora has something. Let's give each other at least one chance to say one thing.
I was just gonna say,
yeah,
I'm annoyed I can't pick up these things. They're all over the place. I just want to grab them, and take them with me.
Yeah, your goodie
They're very,
bags.
like, I don't know.
They're tempting.
But it has to be optimized, so you can't just have everything be. You know, you got all these lights to bake, so I guess they kind of have to be fixed there. I don't know.
Yeah.
This world is super interesting. I think it's really beautiful, and it does a lot of unique things. I can't even think of a lot of complaints to it. It's like nice and open. If you get bored with sitting at one spot, there's so many other great other spots to go to. I would agree that the TV like is right in the way of blocking like the cool black hole vista, but then it's like, I don't know, like it maybe it could have like more condensed. I like when there's places to explore. If I can see the whole world from one spot, I get really bored because I know everything right away. Like, I want to know more things. But I look out, I can see. Cool
I've been wanting to make
things I
more
wanna know
worlds that tick that box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me, but it's like, I don't know. I guess one thing is like, I keep seeing texture seams everywhere. Like right here, this rug is not seamless, and it's like,
so all of these textures on all of the pillows in this world are included by default with the Poyomi Toon shader. Every single one of them is a default Poyomi Toon noise map. Yep.
No way. I was gonna ask. Like,
these are
just all of the blankets and stuff.
These are very like.
It all rhymes. It all fucking rhymes, does it?
Yeah, this is.
They
like
didn't put any effort into making or finding textures. It is this is a noise mask. This would be used for like a dissolve on an avatar or something.
Pausing for a moment and keeping in mind, this creator is actually part of our community, and we want to be gentle with.
I mean, it does work,
right? We want to be gentle with that
feedback
so that we recognize that, like, the truth about this particular space is it has a lot of functional elements for giant groups who fill up 80 or more in their instance. And they can do really important work
well
in this space. Yes.
Yeah, going off of what you're saying there, the world is giving off two conflicting auras or vibes of it's wanting to be calming and welcoming. I get a sleeping giant who finally rested, arms outstretched to a dying star. And then also, it's lacking, it's so large and so encompassing that it's trying to welcome in too many.
Like 80 or more.
That is certainly, now that I'm imagining, if I'm imagining like a huge party with like a ton of people, now that makes sense. That makes sense. And actually, that might like explain some of my, my initial feeling coming to this world first was kind of like confusing. Like this world is confusing when you kind of like join when you're alone, because like it's certainly, now that I'm imagining it being inhabited, it makes a lot more sense. So like if there was like a lively party going on here,
the instance
I can visualize that.
This world only maxes out at this world maxes out at 60. Why? Now that's weird. They haven't got the instance cap set to max for such a large world. They're limiting down 20 on the maximum amount of people you can get in an instance.
Keeping in mind that every creator has their own origin story, as you all know. And there are elements
many
to
worlds
this
that
world
fail
that I believe
worse than this ever could.
Yeah, I believe this is a good teaching space for creators who want to build versatile community experience spaces. It has,
this world succeeds in creating sectioned off spaces very well.
And it gives
there's so many
there are
positives
dedicated
to say.
spaces.
And so, and I really, exactly. I really appreciate the recognition that showing up as an individual, I've never realized that before. I felt anxious the first time I came here as an individual. I felt like I wanted to go get 80 people to come to the world because I was like, let's test it right now. I have theories. And so I liked that it made me really frenzied to bring people here. And it made me enthusiastic to come to a public instance and to watch how people connect in the space. So I think there are possibilities of many stories it allows for us to project onto, you know.
How did they have to go?
Yeah, it looks like they were talking to someone. Okay, so one more world, and then we're gonna do our checkout tonight. Let's see what time it is.
I feel like the arches do very good here. They section off the spaces and mean that like this is the space you're supposed to be, and if you're outside of an arch, it's not where you're supposed to be. I think that concept is very important in worlds. Having spaces that don't feel right to be in create spaces that do.
Oh yeah.
If the whole world is habitable in the same way, it's a problem.
Yeah, and I want to give you a contrast to this space that I don't think we've done this one before. Only because we're this small of a group that I think it's okay for us to come here.
Hold on, I think we should preload this one. It is quite large.
Oh, is it? Okay, thank you.
That is also an invite class.
350 megs.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
that's
not so much for me.
Okay, let me.
So hit it with your laser, and then you can.
Hit the
preload button. That is 350 megabytes, so that's going to take about like a minute for me. Well, before the portal would disappear.
That's wild that it's that high of a count for this. Literally, you're looking at the entire world, which is the size of the world.
Very high quality textures, I suppose.
I guess so, yeah.
4K textures everywhere.
I know.
4K textures everywhere. I hate people with bad computers.
Nice.
That's how I always feel like it comes off.
Oh.
All right, should we go in?
Yeah.
Or are we waiting
I was
for the
going
next
to give it a bit longer.
Yeah. Do you know how to? Do you all know how to preload an instance?
Oh yeah, it already finished for me.
Okay.
I'm at 150 megabytes.
Yeah.
You all can go because you have better internet than me. I'll be there in a minute.
I forgot. Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
interesting.
preloading myself. I'm only at 200.
Wow.
Oh,
So
man,
this
I
is a
finished up
young
really
world.
quickly.
It's a good reminder for me to check those things because I guess I have a nicer
I'm very
computer.
curious.
You're like, I want to walk through. So that's one more
wouldn't even
I've
say
portal.
it's
got
about a
enough
nice
preloaded
computer,
that
it's
I would be
about-
happy going into a portal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's internet
Let's hop
speeds
in.
for sure.
And
Oh,
then we'll do our
lack of-
checkout
there
here.
she goes.
Yeah. Come on. Just walk in when you're ready.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Valorant came back. Hello.
I was trying to feel it. I received a lot of feedback, a lot of dissonant feedback, and one that struck me is, oh, I feel alone in this place. I feel alone in this place. I feel alone in this place, like from multiple people. I was trying to feel it, and so I respond. Then
Wait.
I almost lost my train.
You
here.
mean with us in the last space, or you preloaded this?
There we go. Yeah, left space, the last one. I respawned. I went back to spawn to feel it. Oh.
Oh, you mean you felt
went to
alone
go
with
check it out
us?
more.
Yeah. Or just the environment.
Both
situations.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
thank you for
Both
sharing that.
Oh,
I
okay,
appreciate the
there goes my
honesty of
frame
it.
rate.
But
Oh,
but it's not
Yeah, that
off
skybox
you
is
all.
not right to anything.
It's me.
Up in the
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's my island. It's your island. It's
I
like
suspect it's
Yeah.
we are just charging at each other. Are we?
probably the
Outdated.
sound
You're
that's
telling the
taking up
truth.
a lot
Yeah.
of space.
Maybe, yeah. I'm also just, yeah, the skybox is not writing to
I don't know.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just pulling
Just
blank
making
pictures
stuff
so
up.
we get the previous
Yeah.
frame displayed in the skybox.
Yeah.
Well, traders, be careful with your skyboxes. Always
I
put something
guess.
there, otherwise you end up with
I have
this.
many thoughts for this world.
Yeah.
I think that's intentional here.
So my question for
that
you.
should never be intentional because it can cause crashes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God,
true.
just watching someone standing in a window
it is
is
a-
like, oh, behind
yeah.
them.
Okay. Is
Just
this
moving your head
something
around.
where it's causing too much chaos in your nervous systems to do our checkout here? Or is
I
it
can
handle it.
somewhat exist, but it is. I also
it's a
get
lot
just. It is a lot.
anxious. Okay.
Yeah, this
Maybe-
is not that.
yeah.
That's an intentional grab pass. I think
Wow.
It's
also
not a no.
part
It's
of
a
the
lack
description
of.
Mm.
Is it what? This
It's
isn't
like
a
I'm-
grab pass. This is what happens in it.
It's
What
like
is
I'm
the-
amongst a bunch of world creators and you're all digesting like
no-
a
There's no notes like that.
creature. The
It's,
world says.
It's
great.
what's happening here is it's just reading the previous frame onto part of the skybox, which is usually a rendering bug.
Okay.
It's like they
Because
intentionally
it's
wanted
the
this
nameplate
effect.
as well as there, which tells me that it's just not writing anything.
Could be. There's so much
When it
chaos
doesn't have anything
outside
to
my
display.
window.
Yeah.
When
it doesn't
there's
have anything to
literally
display, it just
somebody
displays
who's
the
running
previous frame.
donuts in the light right now. I know the sound of tires that way. It's like wow.
Donuts and car donuts. Oh,
Car.
geez, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
So much chaos
I
tonight.
don't like these shiny leaves. It makes me think they're
There is an
plants.
upstairs too.
Is it better
Oh,
up
is
there?
there?
I don't remember the up there being
Um,
better.
Up this way.
Where's up here?
Did you all try it?
Oh, it goes away up. Oh, this is why it's big. Okay, there is a
I may
lot.
have to
And
leave
there's
then.
Spirit Song.
Have
I'm
to
getting
prepare
my
for
bug
my
one.
Meditation.
for the community I was able to help foster.
Yeah.
It helps people burned out to
Aw.
not care about burnout anymore, and to just relax finally, and to be able to do stuff new.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming.
That's why I was
Yeah, I appreciate.
I was
the
inviting
invite.
you for a
There.
taste
Yeah,
of it.
I appreciate that.
And
And
food exists.
for the exercise we were in, it's important to withhold the fixing. So it's both, right? And will you follow up with me on Bridgemakers and send me the link to your community and that sort of thing? And maybe I can come visit in another week or two.
Since it's my community, not in this metaverse, as the cool kids before Zuck would say, it's in Resonate. So
yeah,
that's harder. The closest one in VR chat that I could actually offer would be the Mindful Inside VR. But
yeah, I'm aware of them also.
Okay.
So thank you. For our checkout though, is your energy all able to settle enough to offer some appreciations, or I have another world we can hop to?
I would be curious for another world. Definitely something here is making me feel weird.
Okay.
Okay. Let's disorienting.
There's a lot of energy happening, and so let's finish in this one. This one's really quiet.
Careful with the...
Oh, this looks nice.
Fledge, your avatar in here has some really interesting animations to it with the shaders. So you might, if you ever did a video complaining about like what's harmful about moderating, you might come in here to talk about it. It really works for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I'd do that with you if you ever wanted to. I know. Okay, come to this one though. This one's a good way to close. All right.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, so this world,
This is pretty neat.
You know, sometimes it has some weird shader overlap issues in here, but it's a really good world to settle.
Oh, it's this flight. I see.
Yeah, to settle and just be with each other before you go explore. So I'm going to sit on the ground if everybody wants to sit with me. Even though you want to go running around, I know it's very itchy in here. It's like, what? I have to sit still, crisscross applesauce when I want to go explore.
That's a jump height enough.
Nice.
That is a choice for a jump height with the flying system already.
Yeah.
That's jump impulse.
And I think our other companion had to go get ready for his other community to start. So thank you for being here. So this is where we do the appreciation game, and we recognize that we grew each other. And so
give Fleck a second. I think he is still joining here.
Oh, really?
He did just request off me.
Oh, great. Oh, right, because he wouldn't be in...
Yes, only friends can see group instance portals, I believe.
I see. Gotcha.
It is very annoying. Only your friends, not group members, friends can see group instance portals. It is the stupidest change.
Wait, that's
the stupidest thing that
really? Wait, what?
Yeah, watch. If I make a group instance of a world, it says only friends can enter. So if I were to make
group plus.
Yeah,
no, group plus. Yeah, no, group plus. I create an instance, drop portal, only friends can enter. Only friends can enter group or group plus portals.
I'm very confused.
Yep.
That's a broken...
I don't see this.
That doesn't...
Like a bug.
That's how it's always been for me.
I can't see it right now.
I don't see a portal.
I don't.
Yeah,
no, I don't either.
I didn't drop a portal. No portal was dropped. I just created an instance and it has that little warning on it.
Oh.
Everyone here is friended to me.
I don't like that.
I'm so sorry, Fledge. I'm very confused at this new thing. I have to look into that because group plus.
Yeah, I was gonna make a canny post.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't seeing any portals, were you, Flag?
No, I was not.
Oh, that's why you look so confused.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, they did not know that only friends can enter group instance portals because it's so dumb.
That doesn't make any sense. Why is it called a group plus? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna
I'll make a. Is there a?
come back to the Zen. Come back to the Zen. We're gonna do our checkout here. Recenter.
We're inside a
Breathe.
computer.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Think about women for a little bit, and then I'll feel better.
Think about whatever brings you into your intimacy and feminine and center. Human is what I meant. Yeah. Been writing a lot about feminine and masculine lately. So this is a time again where we can honor that we all changed each other tonight. And it can be as simple as an avatar feature, and it can be more deep, more something touched us in a way we're not going to have the perfect words for. But the invitation is to tell the truth and find somebody who's least expecting it from you to honor tonight. And so we can close the circle. So even if you want to appreciate somebody, they may already have gone. So then you get to pick someone else and know we all impact each other at every moment. So stretch if you can and try anyways. The game gets a little harder the further we go. Try to keep it to less than 30 seconds to honor our time window. And when you hear the appreciation, we've gotten a little off this lately, but the goal is to just say thank you and pass the next appreciation. Don't respond, just take it in. So sometimes there's a imaginary ball in the middle, and I will put it here tonight. Sometimes people turn that into emojis, but the idea is to... Yeah, you see it. The idea is to let your body language throw and receive and hold this ball with you. So, let's see. Who would like to start and grab the ball in the middle and throw it to somebody?
Yoink.
Okay, Volka grab.
I'll actually throw the ball to Ruth today. I really appreciate, and this is going to be a little different. I really appreciate you not letting Fleg skip anything. He was forced to engage. There was a bit of discomfort in it, I could tell, but then he understood what was going on and is more a part of the group, you know? I feel like, for example, when I had Luna here a few weeks ago, she was just on the side, and it was definitely better for her to not be engaging too much and just listening and getting a vibe for it, but you pushed for it, and it worked. And I think that was worth it.
That's interesting. Thank you. Ooh, I get the ball next. So many possibilities. Silent. Slowly, it's floating your direction. See if you catch it. There it is. And it landed.
Slowly catch it.
Yeah, you got it. Silent.
Fish.
I am feeling your name tonight with the word sigh in it. And I'm loving how I'm learning you bit by bit through your sighs and how you breathe. And I mostly want to honor that stress point where you decided to show up and be in this container, and also know more anxiety and fear might greet you on the other side. That is a sacrifice. Thank you for sacrificing with us. Yeah.
So honestly, it certainly doesn't feel like I'm care, but I will pass this lovely ball on. I'm gonna spike over here to Volka.
You threw too hard. Ow. Okay.
I really would like to appreciate the way that the specific way that you inject humor into a conversation, because I think a little bit ago, or I don't remember if it was last week or a week before, I think one of my norms was no in jokes or whatever, right? And but that I think that's not to say that you don't want humor in a conversation. I think the way that you do it kind of represents you at I think multiple points in the night kind of almost like ask for permission to like make a joke. I don't know if you caught that,
Mm.
but like there is like I feel like it represents I guess a very healthy way to like add levity to in a tense situation. I really appreciated that.
I've often had problems with not doing that. So to know that, so to have someone actively point out that I am doing that means that the past few years of effort have been worth it. Thank you. I'm very much not as socially inept as socially functional as I come off, and there's a lot of imitation in it. But if it's working, it's working.
Yay!
Can feel the effort, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be thinking about that for the rest of the day.
It's like consent culture by giving people a chance to not say yes, and then they're not going to laugh.
Actually, out of curiosity, how is it that I've been asking for that? Because I sort of know I'm just like wondering how it comes off, or like, because I'm not able to exactly place the way I'm asking for this. You're saying I've been like asking to make the jokes, and I'm not really placing that action as anything I've done or not. Because it is a lot of it subconscious for me. The self-understanding is important.
But I guess it's not like so. It's not like literal. So it's not like literal asking for consent. I'm trying to like if I replay, I might like replay in my mind what I'm actually picking up on. I think there are two things that I'm thinking of. Where I think the one that is on the tip of my tongue right now is like where at the point where we were talking about Fleg and like their face, like the way that he reacted to that felt like very gentle, and it's like I feel like there was like an opportunity there to like make a joke, but he kind of like there was like almost like an explicit like, you know, like can I, you know, like, and
you
then,
did pause.
you
You
know,
paused
so
in your body language.
there was a pause there.
And looked at Fleg for like if Fleg had turned away and shaken their head, that might have told you back off and chill out. Fleg's still really deep in it. So there was
there was another one earlier.
Yeah.
I think it was like a Avatar like fish thing in response to something that Hayes said. I won't be able to replay that one. Like I have pretty good short-term memory, but I won't be able to like. I can't like rewind that far explicitly, but there was another one.
Yeah, I'll also give you a feedback that you will pause before you launch something, which gives kind of that comedic where you're ready for the stage, but it also gives people permission to opt out and not find it entertaining because we didn't say yes. And so it's okay for things to land flat, and that you're going to take that feedback and go, I'm going to tone myself down now. So
I suppose I have been learning a bit more than I've noticed. I guess it is supposed to be subconscious.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good, thank you.
Well, you have the ball twice, Avolka. Would you like to throw it again?
Oh God, I have the ball twice. I didn't realize I have the ball twice.
Or you may
Wait, no, doesn't Silent have the ball? No, the ball was given to me, but I already
hit your head.
Oh God. Oh wait, we have 5 people.
no,
Oh God, I have to do 2.
triangle.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh
Oh,
God.
no,
Oh God.
okay.
Oh
You
God.
didn't
I have to be
realize.
nice to people. I'm a VR chat player. I don't know how to be nice.
You can roll it in the middle. I'm always happy to pick it back up.
I think that may actually be smarter. I don't like taking more than everyone else, you know. Just
I feel very
in the middle
greedy
with the
about
fish. It's the fish. The fish are a ball.
Okay. I'm grabbing. Ha!
The fish are
Too fast.
stolen.
Too fast for the job. But perfectly, I'm going to throw this to Fledge. Ooh,
I like the
got
insistence on Fledge, actually. I think that's good.
Yeah. So, Fledge, I want to appreciate your solemnity, which I never get to use that word, and I'm not sure I'm using it appropriately today, but there's something about you that makes me think of that word. And I don't want to move past the pain that you shared today. I'm going to be haunted by that, but in a good way, in an important way. I needed to remember why I'm here, even if it's a helpless, thankless, and I'm just joining the drowning group and being like, see, we're drowning. All that could be true, but I like that I made a space in this place for you. Yeah. Oh, yay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's more of a general thing. I appreciate being heard and understood by any number of individuals for really anything. Because it's not a chance or moment that I get much. So having this moment of vulnerability to basically state what has been causing a level of, well, an incredible level of stress is nice.
It matters.
This is more in general dedicated to everyone.
Oh, newbies get away with this, and thank you for that.
Newbies get away with this.
Newbie gets away with this one time, which is giving it to the whole room.
You get one.
And that's okay.
You get
it's
one whole
lovely. It's lovely.
Understood.
And the ball is back here. I always have one for you. And does anybody else want to grab the ball and close it? I think we've all gotten it except Frofidor.
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Yoink.
Oh, you're grabbing it. Okay.
All right.
Juggling it.
I was gonna. Let's see. I know it's like it's hard to pick one person every week.
I know.
But I do really appreciate Valka's avatar. I'm gonna toss it back to you.
We're the avatar people.
It's just like it's so animated, and it's got the fish, and it's like the little bunny ear water like orb things. It's like everything's really so cool about it.
Yay!
I actually I was really
hoping
hoping to be able to wear this one today. I was trying to fix it this morning. I only really finished it this morning, and then the SDK the SDK exploded for like a couple of hours a bit ago, and so this avatar was just server processing forever. And I was so stressed. I was not really enjoying being in another avatar because if I may semi explain something really, really funny.
Well, actually, I'm going to pause you there because we got to close our circle, and there's one person left. Oh, that one's cute too. There's one person left that we need to appreciate.
I'm here for later.
Does anybody want to grab the ball and throw it to Frofidor? I can do that if you don't have it. Oh, Valka got it. All right.
Full speed pitch, straight in the head.
Oh, you got it.
Throwing it like a softball.
I think I really want to appreciate, like, Ruth was talking about it earlier, and it kind of hit me well, and I feel like I'm probably going to be doing it further. The ways that your avatar and the way you present yourself can be used as metaphors for yourself and for other things, like just that. I really like things like that that are personal but can also be taken as metaphors in different ways. It takes something that's quite personal to us and makes it mean more in different ways. It can change the way that you personally think of yourself as well. And I really like that. That's
wild.
Yeah. As you said that, Valka, I saw the appreciation ball start to travel all up and down your avatar.
It's like a little ramp.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're a model trick now.
I know. Okay, my dears, we're going to do our closing photo and say goodbye to our audience. And where shall we get a photo together? What's a good
Many
place to
places.
close?
Yes. And also, the reason I have that avatar, this hole in my chest has ruined my entire week because people won't stop commenting about it at the worst times.
Wow. Yeah.
Hi, Eva. How are you
noticed it
going?
before.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of struggling, honestly. Stuff's been kind of hard. Is that a hole in your chest? Stop. Every conversation, it ruined the entire avatar.
How about this?
It's almost like
Oh, that's a
too
good cane.
unique.
Let's go.
Oh, that's such a great cane.
He's got a good cane.
Oh.
Wait, how does it like collide with the floor? That's so cool.
Oh, it's true. It makes a sound.
I should have done that.
Kind of like it.
Should have done that with the cane that I made.
Oh.
Maybe next time.
I love how we.
Just a little distinct heads up. Like you may want your hand a little higher.
we aged Fledge so that he's got a hunched.
I'll just float up
over
here.
behind. Oh, that's so lovely. All right, Silent. Gotta look towards the camera.
Oh, where's the camera? Oh, there's the camera.
There
I
you
see.
go. Okay, what's our word for tonight? Just say whatever word comes to mind.
Femur!
Femur.
Femur.
Okay.
Our word is femur. Yay. All right. Well, this was another Bridgemakers Weekly Meetup. Let's say goodbye to our viewing audience, whoever they are. Wish them a beautiful evening. I do want to say last week we got a comment on our weekly meetup from somebody who identifies as being pretty sick and not able to join us, but they said that this really means a lot to them. They watch this and they feel like they have a community to come back to someday. So thank you everybody for
So
embodying that. Yeah. So I wanted you to know it really is reaching people.